This is Smallzy Surgery.
Looking like Beyonce with a lasso. I'm a buckle bunny.
Hey y'all, this is Tanner Adell.
Got my own money. I let a cowboy break my heart. Boys are too easy.
You're listening to Smallzy on Nova.
Too easy. Boys are too easy.
On the show tonight, this little pocket rocket, she is blowing up and she's going to become the next big thing. And I have been told only good things. Tanner, welcome to the show.
Hi. Yay.
Now, I've given you a high bar. You must... No, I'm joking. Welcome to the show.
I mean, I've never heard the word pocket rocket, but
Really?
I think I should use that.
You're a pocket rocket.
I am?
Yeah.
Okay, what exactly does that mean,
Well,
though, before I start going around saying it?
Like, you're like tiny, but then also huge. Like, does that make sense?
That's cute.
Pocket rocket.
I love it.
Yeah, you can be a pocket rocket.
That's amazing.
Welcome to Australia.
Thank you.
Now, for people who don't know your story, it's pretty crazy, and I'm going to dig into it in a second, but you just wrapped up playing a huge, big music festival here, right?
Yes, and it was amazing. This whole week, I've run into fans on the street. It's been kind of actually insane.
Yeah.
But their energy just is... not eclectic. It's surprising because I've never been here before.
I was going to say, I don't think you could be further away from home.
Literally.
Yeah.
But I think I'm hard to miss. I'm
absolutely.
I'm pretty easy to spot.
Yeah, no, because again, pocket rocket. So tell me, what is your musical story? How did you end up getting booked for a music festival here in Australia? Because you've had some crazy wins in your time.
Yeah, it's been an amazing year. I moved to Nashville in summer of 2021 is when I started releasing music. And since then, I've just kind of put my head down and worked and built an amazing team as well that absolutely just, believes in me so hard. And it's great because when you're an independent artist, it sometimes can feel like you're alone.
Yes.
And every day is kind of this, okay, well, I have to make these videos and I have to make sure I'm keeping up with this and I need to write more songs and I need to put more songs out. And I just have a great team that keeps me energized and very happy.
Nice.
And I'm an extremely hard worker. So I've been working my little fingers to the bone this year and just trying to keep up with my fans' demand.
Yeah. Well, when did it, you said you moved to Nashville in 2021.
Yes.
When did it have that moment where it sort of popped off? Was it last year?
Okay, so I wrote a song called Love You a Little Bit, and that was kind of my first little bit of buzz, I think.
Okay.
It went off on TikTok and weirdly went off on Twitter.
Okay.
And it had a huge moment there. And then about a year later, I had Buckle Bunny. And Buckle Bunny is what I think my fans have really used as like an identifier and kind of their identity in country music. And it has created an incredible community of people that just absolutely support me.
And country music is having, I'm not going to say having a moment, because I think just because you're not aware that country music has been so successful doesn't mean it has not.
Right.
But it is crossing over in a way that it probably hasn't done ever.
I guess.
Yeah.
I'm new to the game. Obviously I was raised very country, and so it's just something that
So you grew up in a household where your parents played country music?
Yes.
Did you grow up loving like top 40 pop stars, or were your
Yes.
parents just like, we're going to listen to the classics?
Everything.
Okay.
I grew up on everything. My dad was really big on disco and jazz.
Sure.
And then in Wyoming, there's only one radio station in the town that I'm from, and it only plays country music. And I loved country music a lot, so I would turn on the radio, and that was all I heard. But then I heard Keith Urban on the radio, and I was like, I'm obsessed with this song. Went and looked up the lyrics on YouTube, saw his face, and I was like, I'm sold. I'm a country fan.
Yeah.
And it was kind of just from there, I've just loved country. But yeah, I listened to a lot of, the top 40. I love like Britney Spears and Beyonce. But,
because I think Nashville musically is a place right now where country music has had a huge home in Nashville, but it's where people who, and I'm going to speak in broad generalizations, but it's a town now where people who don't necessarily make country music are moving to Nashville, being inspired by the sounds, the storytelling, the song-making process, and it is sort of spreading its tentacles out through to pop music, through to R&B, to urban, to just rock. You know, like to
Absolutely.
bands that didn't
Yes.
make country but are
Yeah.
now making country rock.
Yeah, I mean, I guess country's kind of contagious this year, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I think country music is just, it's so unique in the way that you tell stories with it, and I think people are craving that kind of connection, and especially with your fans to be able to like, hey, I'm a real person here. Here's my story.
Yeah. I loved Nashville when I went. I was there.
Yeah, you've been?
I went there last
Oh my
year.
God.
The Boot Barn on the main
Yes.
street, isn't
Did
it?
you buy boots?
I didn't, but for everyone who doesn't know, there's this big boot barn on the main in like the honky tonk bit section
Yes.
where correct me if I'm wrong, but if you buy 2 pairs of boots, let's say it's $200, but if you buy 3, you get a 4th pair free. So like you just there's an
Yeah.
outrageous
Or it's like, I think it
special.
might be you buy one and you get two,
Two
free.
free, yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's like actually crazy.
What-
Like, how are you even making money on this?
No, I know.
But if you go,
Yeah.
you got to go there and
Yeah.
get 500 pairs of boots.
Absolutely. I don't think I've ever seen quite a city be as youthful and energetic as what I saw in Nashville. So much so, if I can paint a picture for what I experienced, was that the honky tonk highway nightclub bit just pops off at night, and then they come through in the early hours of the morning after everyone's gone home, and they just basically high pressure clean all the spew and the
sure.
vomit and
Got to.
yeah, and
they
clear
close
it.
down. They close down the street.
Yes, so
Like,
everyone
it's-
just spills out into the street.
Yes, and it's like thousands, and it's not even a big street. It's one street. It's called Broadway.
Yeah.
And there are these crazy party buses and
Yes.
tractors, big old tractors
Yes.
that are pulling like these carriages filled with drunk people.
Yeah.
You have to go.
No, it's a wild
it's
time.
life-changing.
It's a wild time. I saw Taylor Swift there at the Nashville
God.
Stadium, the Nissan
amazing,
Stadium or whatever it was called.
amazing.
It was very
Yes.
cool. It was
I'm
very cool.
sure.
Now, tell me about how you manifested being on the Beyonce album.
Oh man. I mean,
This is everyone needs to stop what they're doing and pay attention to this, because if you ever believe in the power of manifestation or the power of the universe, you are like living, walking, breathing, 100% like example of you can talk into existence what you want.
I believe so, because that's kind of like a crazy one. Manifesting that you work with Beyonce one day. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like that's maybe one of the wildest things that you could try to like dream for.
Totally.
But
Well, go big or go home, as they say.
Exactly. I mean, I've manifested a lot in my life, and that's just always been something that I never expected a timeline on it, but my whole life it's just been like, yeah, and one day I'll work with Beyonce. Like I'm gonna do
is that what you-
this, and then one day I'll work with Beyonce.
Is that what you did, or did you say you wanted to work with Beyonce? Like,
I mean, it was always a passive like idea, but
Yeah.
then when she dropped Texas Hold'em and 16 Carriages,
yes,
I actively started casting spells and
Yeah.
and manifesting,
lighting some candles.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, let me write this one down.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so did you, and is that all you did? Like, because I'm here sitting going, how do I manifest some greatness in my life?
Oh.
Considering you achieved what you wanted to achieve.
Yes.
Oh, please share your secrets.
You just have to believe it. I think you got to be a little delulu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I can go with that. I'm
Yeah,
a
when
little
I
delulu.
manifest, it's not like I want a song with Beyonce. It's like, wow, that song I did with Beyonce is really popping off.
Wow, it's that
Wow,
level
I
of
love
great.
that
Like,
song we did together.
Like, to the point,
That's how you do
that
it.
level of
Yes.
delulu, where if
Yes.
someone didn't know you, they might
Yes.
want to institutionalize you because
Yes.
this girl ain't never had a song
Yes.
with Beyonce.
Like when you see me limping around, it's because I'm envisioning that there's $1 million in my pocket.
Yeah,
Like, wow,
okay.
I can't even walk.
when you walk
there's
into
so
your
much money
when you
in
walk
my
into your
pockets.
one bedroom apartment, your one bedroom apartment, you're
yeah,
like,
my
look
shack."
at my mansion.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yes. You're driving a Prius. It's not a Prius. It's a Ferrari. Like, just put yourself there, but believe that you have it. That's how you manifest.
I am on board for all of
Yeah.
this. If life is shit, just believe it's not, and it will get
And-
better.
and it probably
Hopefully
will.
It can get better. It
Yes.
can get better.
Yes.
Tell me about your music.
Yeah.
Songs. Where are you at? How are you going to be putting things out? How do you want to put things out? You did mention you're an independent artist.
Yes.
So that does sort of not make it more difficult, but you have the freedom to decide your own journey.
Totally. I have a partner. They're amazing. LVRN and the Orchard. And
I know the Orchard.
Yeah?
Yes.
And it's, everyone's just so supportive. I love it. I've been writing a ton of music, putting together an album, but it's hard sometimes, when you get in your head a little bit like, oh, are people going to like this? Or am I doing the right thing? But at the end of the day, I'm just trying to be as much of myself as possible. And I've got kind of an insane life story, and trying to write songs that really not only heal those parts of me, but will heal other people.
Do you mind if I dig a little deeper about your life story?
I can't promise that I'll answer everything.
That's okay. No, what do you what you tell me? You have an insane life story.
Oh.
No,
do you have 5 years?
No, I don't. But the headline, the clip. I mean, I'm assuming it will come with the trauma and the things that everyone's life has.
Yes.
But I am assuming you're able to tap into.
Yes.
Or it's cathartic to tap into it to tell your story.
Yeah, I think. There are multiple songs that I've written over the years that have been during really challenging times for me. Yeah. And I didn't think or know, or I wasn't trying to ever release some of them because they are so deep.
Yeah.
But the one that, and I won't say the title, but it's going to be the title track, which means it's going to also be the name of my album.
Yeah. Well, don't give me everything.
Not everything.
Yeah.
I will say it's in this room with us.
Okay. Nice.
Hint, hint. And I'm trying to see how I can not give away everything with this.
No, don't.
But it's the story of me healing from not ever being able to meet my birth mother.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Powerful.
Yeah. I was adopted.
Yeah.
My adopted parents weren't able to have children, so I have 4 adopted siblings.
Yeah.
And we're all biracial, just randomly. It wasn't. They didn't plan it or anything, but it made for a decently challenging upbringing, and I struggled with a lot of self-confidence issues and abandonment issues, and feeling like, how could someone give me away? Yeah. So there's a lot in this album.
Have you worked on that? Because I can help you work on that now by saying it's got nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
Do you know? I can tell you and fill your cup and your heart right now that nothing anyone does is ever about the person they're doing it to.
Right.
It's always
the
person. Someone hurts you, someone does wrong by you. It's never a reflection of the person they're doing it to. It's always a reflection of the person within who's exhibiting that.
Absolutely.
And to not carry that it takes a lot of work.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a process. I feel grateful that music happens to be my outlet. Yeah. But it's for anyone who has lost someone that they loved, or for me it's my birth mother passed away before I had the chance to meet her. Yeah. It's a process.
Yeah,
it's a healing process.
I get it.
And one day I'll get there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We've gone way too deep. Let's make it fun. Let's
Shots.
Shots. Let's bring in the booze.
Where's the tequila?
Let's do 1 minute with Tanner. 60 seconds on the clock. Lightning round of questions.
Oh, I'm so bad at these. Let's do it.
No,
though.
don't be. Don't overthink. That's the
first
idea
thing that
of
comes
this.
to my mind.
That's exactly it. Go.
Got it.
One thing you wouldn't leave the house without.
Lip gloss.
Yes. Favorite makeup trend right now.
Less blush.
Okay, one famous person in your Instagram DMs.
Oh, there's just so many.
Oh God, she's just
Quavo.
Okay, what was it? Just a message or pics?
It was just, you're fire. Let's work together.
Lovely. Number 1 person you want to collab with?
Chapel Roan.
Lovely. Something that you're currently manifesting. Well, you said everything. That 1-bedroom apartment is a mansion.
Horses. I want a ranch. That's my dream. Yes.
I enjoyed the ranch, the idea of the ranch life.
Yes.
One celebrities you'd switch bodies with.
Beyonce.
Okay. What is on your TikTok For You page?
Dogs. A lot of dogs.
Cute dogs?
Oh, so dog everything.
Yep.
Yes.
And then have you ever asked someone for their autograph?
No, I haven't.
Never?
No.
Did you not chase celebrities as a kid? Or you?
Not my thing.
Okay.
I like to stay home and just play video games.
No, I like that.
Yeah.
I love you. Thank you for being
Oh,
here
thank
on the
you for
show.
having
It was a
me.
pleasure to meet you.
Yes.
It was a pleasure to get to know you.
Let me know when you're in Nashville again. Jeez.
No, absolutely.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. It's a little crazy over there at the moment. I won't lie.
I know it is. I know.
It's a little
I
nutty.
might not go back.
No, it's like, I'll stay
I'm just
here.
gonna stay
I'll stay
here.
here for a little bit. I'll stay here for a little bit. Enjoy the rest of your time here in the
Thank
country.
you. Thank
Pleasure to
you.
meet you.
Thank
and I
you.
know I'll be seeing you again.
Yes.
You're listening to the Smallzy Surgery Podcast.
Hear more from Smallzy live weeknights from 8.
Only on Nova.